If you are serious about becoming a concept designer but don't know where to start, this series is for you. A lot of artists struggle with concept design, not because they lack skills, but because they lack direction. Of course, skills matter, but if you don't know where you're going, those skills won't get you very far. The reason I'm talking about this isn't because I think I know everything. I've been stuck in that exact position for years. I didn't know where to start. I don't know how to use reference properly. I was creating random design and calling myself a concept artist. But eventually, I realized something had to change. So I started studying concept design more deeply, breaking down the process, testing ideas, making mistakes, and figuring things out the hard way. Over time, my design started to feel intentional. Instead of creating random shapes, I was solving design problems. That's what I want to teach you. This isn't just a single tutorial. It's a complete series where we'll break down the entire concept design process, from the initial idea and sketch phase all the way to the final design. The goal isn't to teach you how to copy my work. The goal is to teach you how to think like a concept designer, so you can create designs with purpose and confidence. If you follow the full series and put in the effort, you'll stop making meaningless model and start making designs that communicates an idea. To follow along, you should already know the basics of Blender and hard surface modeling. You can learn those fundamentals from countless tutorials online. Once you have those basics, we'll focus on something far more important: training your design thinking. As a first step, I'm going to teach you a simple concept that can dramatically improve your design. Shrink your scope. Most artists jump straight into designing an entire aircraft, spaceship, make, or vehicle. But are you actually happy with the results? Probably not. Something falls off. The design lacks realism, the details feel weak, and the final result doesn't have the depth you were aiming for. The reason is simple. You never fully finished a detailed object before. You don't yet have enough experience studying real-world details, understanding how parts connect together, or knowing what makes a design feels believable. That's why you need to build the confidence through small wins. Instead of saying, I'm going to design an entire vehicle, make the goal much more specific. For example, I'm going to design a realistic headlight assembly. I'm going to design a detailed turret system. I'm going to design a suspension system. And when I say detailed, I mean fully detailed, from the largest forms down to the smallest features. Why is this important? There are three main reasons. First, complexity becomes manageable. A vehicle isn't one object. It's dozens of different systems working together. Suspension, armor, weapons, interior, panels, electronics, and much more. When you try to design everything at once, every part ends up feeling rushed. The result is usually a model that looks flat and underdeveloped. By focusing on a single component, you can give the part the attention it deserves. Second, you'll collect better references. When you're designing one specific object, you naturally spend more time studying it. You start noticing how it's worked, how it's assembled, what materials are used, and what details makes it believable. This is where reference gathering becomes truly valuable. Third, you'll get honest feedback about your skill level. When you complete a small object from start to finish, it becomes very clear what you're good at and what you still need to improve. Can you use the reference effectively? Can you create original design variations? Can you add convincing detail? Can you finish a model to a professional standard? A small project answers all of those questions much faster than a giant unfinished vehicle ever will. I don't say this because it sounds good on the paper. I discovered it through my own work. A while ago, I was designing an entire vehicle, including every major component, such as the turret system. At that time, I didn't understand this concept yet. I was trying to tackle everything at once. Then I decided to run a simple experiment. Instead of working on a whole vehicle, I isolated a single component, the turret, and treated it as a complete project. Almost immediately, the result improved. I spent more time studying the references, paid more attention to the details, and pushed the design much further than I normally would. What's interesting is that when I compared the finished turret to the rest of the vehicle, The vehicle suddenly looked much weaker than I'd realized. That was the moment I understand the value of shrinking the scope. You can try this yourself. Take a large subject that you want to design and choose just one component from it. Don't design the entire vehicle, design the headlight, design the turret, design the suspension. Pick one part and finish it to the highest quality you can. You'll learn far more from completing one detailed component than from leaving 10 large unfinished projects. Now, if it still feels a little confusing, that's completely normal. In my upcoming videos, I'll show you exactly how to start, develop, and finish your concept design step by step. We'll break down the entire process so you can understand not only what to do, but also why you're doing it. Once you understand the process, you'll be able to apply it to your own designs with confidence. But before you leave, I highly recommend watch my video on how to find flaws and mistakes in your designs. One of the biggest reasons artists get stuck is because they can't identify what actually hurting their work. Learning to spot those problems early can save you hundreds of hours and help you to improve much faster. Once you watch that, you'll be ready for the next part of the series, where we'll start breaking down the actual concept design process step by step. So yeah, that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the part 1 of the concept design series.